Hi, this is Nick from Pure Kitchen Catering, and today we are making some barbecue pork, one of my favorite summertime dishes. Basically, we start out with delicious pork. This is shoulder that I'm using today. It's really nice because you have a couple of different muscles coming together. You know, there's some sort of lighter meat, some darker meat, good fat marbling. So really good cut for slow and steady cooking. So we're going to start with some, obviously, salt and pepper. And then I've made a spice mix, which is my sort of go-to barbecue spice mix of cumin, coriander, paprika, chili powder, and then a little bit of garlic powder as well. You know, depending on how much spice you like, you can up your chili powder, add some cayenne. If you want to make it a little more ethnic, you can throw in some, you know, spice mixes from around the world. If you want to make it Mexican or Middle Eastern, whatever you like. When it comes to spices, there's limitless possibilities. So, we've got our pork, salt, pepper. I'm going to pretty liberally coat it in the spice mix here. And at this point, you can either let it marinate for a number of hours in the spices. It just kind of protrudes even further into the meat. Or you can just put it right in the pan directly like I'm about to do. A little olive oil. Not too hot because you don't want to burn your spices right on contact, but medium hot, you know, so it doesn't stick to the pan. Get a little sizzle there. And we are going to sear our pork until it's nice and crispy on all sides. Okay, now our pork is nice and crispy and the spices have kind of released their oils and it's becoming very aromatic. What we want to do is add a little bit of garlic and ginger. If you like onions, this would be a great time to throw in some onions. They kind of wilt down and add a great sweetness as well. I'm going to go with just the garlic and ginger today. Kind of sweat these, and your spices are starting to stick to the pan. That's okay. We're going to deglaze with some vinegar. But first, we're going to add a little bit of sugar because we're essentially building the barbecue sauce around the pork, what we're doing. So spices, aromatics, now a little bit of sugar. And this will start to kind of bubble up and caramelize. Kind of rule of thumb I like to use is equal parts sugar with vinegar. It kind of balances itself out naturally. A little bit of vinegar. Oftentimes barbecue apple cider vinegar is used. I'm using rice vinegar because we're using the ginger and kind of an Asian style barbecue today. All right, so we've got that stuff, and then a little bit of ketchup, classic barbecue. And from there, just going to add a little bit of additional barbecue sauce, store-bought barbecue. So now essentially we've got our pork shoulder in barbecue sauce, partially homemade, partially store-bought. And as long as it's completely submerged, we're going to put it into a low oven for about hour and a half, 2 hours at 325, and it'll come out very shreddy and ready to make pulled pork with. Okay. About an hour and a half, 2 hours in a 325-degree oven, and our pork is shreddy and our sauce has concentrated and reduced. And now we've got pork that's wonderful just on a piece of sliced white bread or in tacos or in any summertime buffet. This is Nick from Pure Kitchen Catering with barbecued pork.